Can play Hawaiian reggae, hip hop, rap, R&B, so it is Disney's for young kids and Michael Jackson. Okay, last song. You want a slow song or fast song? Raise your hand for a fast song. Raise your hand for a slow song. Yeah, it's for Valentine's for all lovely couples there. Or single. But happy Valentine's Day. So fast sound for Super. Okay, for fast song, you want Selena for fast song? Or do you want um, something what girls love? Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. And I got CDs if you guys want to buy. It's $20 for each one. And all the songs that I'm playing, it's at least songs that I played in the ukulele a couple of years ago. Say me like when that my trap mattress in the streets. I got a real pretty dream in the thing that's waiting for me. Good love ain't this pretty. Good love don't leave me waiting. I confess to put my head to places I didn't even see, girl, no one me. To the place and nights are quiet. There be no one better to him. He got west. I just wanna take it nice and slow. They got it rain on this so long. Making love is true, the sign comes up. Baby, I just wanna take it nice and slow. Every night driving around town, cause everybody gonna lay down. And girl, you got me see, my, appreciate I pull the bug to possess love and alone. I won't do something freaky to you, babe. Oh, if you hear me, I won't do something freaky to you, babe. They call on my name and call me H-E-R-R-A-Y-N on the D. But it's not minute with me. Stand up on the map, stand up at the when the time and I go on the max and mashing on the max and on with my name, better go on the miss flow. I'll take you to the place and that's crying. Baby, no one better to him. He got me. I just wanna take it nice and slow. They got me waiting on this so long. I'm making love until the sun comes up. Baby, I just wanna take it nice and slow. But tell me, do you wanna get free? I think you better view. I think you better view. I think no need money is there, but the meet to view. I think you better view. I think you better view. I think the dream on the summer view. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, Mosiah. Thank you, Mosiah. For the wonderful rendition of Nice and Slow. I thought you was gonna play a fast song, and you literally played Nice and Slow. There's irony for you. All right, we shall start the comedy show. That's right. That's right. So if you've seen the flyer, you're like, isn't that the bald guy with the sign?
Yeah!
It is. It is. And yes, I will joke for pretty much anything. So, just to open up the show, I figure, since it's a love show, I'm going to read a poem that I wrote for my love of donuts. You gotta understand, I wrote this as the Hawaiian Homer Simpson, alright? Here it goes. What is it about that sweet hole? Its sweet, savory essence excites my soul. I yearn for it, need it, must eat it. But yet, every doctor tells me that I do not need it. It is the one thing that gives me great pleasure. The sugar rush I get from it, I always treasure. I love everything that comes with it. The sprinkles, the icing. I'm drooling now and can't stop it. Afterwards, I feel as empty as the hole in the middle. Where does that part of the hole go? It's like a riddle. Oh, donut, you're my greatest joy, yet my greatest regret. I've eaten so many donuts that I believe pink frosting is what I now sweat. Lately, I've had to stay away from that sweet, sweet hole. That is not a euphemism. It has shaken my entire soul. Because the donut has made me become quite a dummy. I've eaten so many of those tasty, fluffy, heavenly treats that it's made a donut of my tummy. A hairy donut, if you will. There's no sprinkles. There's no sprinkles, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring on the first comic. I met this guy at the hookah lounge, and I said, you know what? He's hilarious. He shall be part of the show. Coming to the stage is Leroy Everlasting.
Thank you. Wow, this is my first time all up in this studio over here. If you guys get easily offended, leave now. Oh shit, this is whiskey, right, by the way, on ice. That's how I like my shit. I'm 45 years old, so when you get pretty old and stuff, you know, get older, you don't want to drink beer because it kind of like, you want to pee a lot. You need to get really efficient. Wait, how old are you guys, by the way?
21.
Oh, you're 21? Oh, fuck it. You already know what I'm talking about already. So, yeah. So, you drinking beer and stuff, you end up peeing, and you reach a threshold. You ever hate that stuff? You know the threshold? The more you drink, the more you pee. And you're drinking and peeing, you're drinking and peeing. You can't get any more drunker and stuff. And then next thing you know, you end up peeing a lot more than you drink. Takes the fun out of it. So now you're just going to go stick to the stronger stuff right here. This is, I don't know what the heck this is. This is Jack Daniels and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, back to my set over here. So I just saw, we was watching TV. This is my fiance, by the way. My fiance over here. Gonna get married in August 22nd. Hell yeah. So we was watching TV the other day, and there was this freaking game show. Oh my god. Love is Blind. Have you guys heard of that shit? Oh my god. Love is Blind. Okay, so back in my day, it's called, Blind Date. No, they got this shit now called Love is Blind. This is the premise of the thing. There's these couples that go into, I guess, these rooms. There's a male on one side, I guess, and then females on the other side. They don't get to see each other. They have a conversation. And I guess the premise is they get along so great that the male or whoever proposed to marry. And when they get to that point, they get to finally see each other. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. That thing pisses me off. Whatever happened, how smooth do you have to be to really talk to somebody for several hours, if that, and then you get to coerce them to want to marry them. I'm sorry, that is not going to happen. And then when they happen, they finally see each other. And, mind you, they're not even bad-looking people. I actually saw some of the contestants. They're pretty decent-looking people. They're like, oh, okay, I can see how this is possible, but no, this is a reality show. So, of course, you're going to see some dramas and stuff like that. Someone's going to run out of the freaking corridor or whatever. They're scared out of their minds. Like, oh, no, I don't want to marry this. Supposedly some guy didn't dispel that he's bisexual or something like that. And she's like, no. No, disaster. I'm not watching that shit. If y'all going to watch it, that's on you right there. So, yeah, my next set over here. So, all right, so I'm 45. So, I noticed you guys are in your 20s. You may not feel it yet. Probably a lot of you guys have already. You notice when you're reaching your 40s and stuff, if you have to bend down to pick something out, you guys make noises. I don't know. you bend down to pick something. And you get out of bed, forget about it. You sound like a freaking transformer getting out of bed. Honey, you alright? Yeah, I'm just getting out of bed. Give me a moment. You have to warm up to get out of bed. Ain't that some shit? You have to warm up to get out of bed. That means you have to get psychologically ready. You're laying in bed like, oh my God. You wake up, your eyes are open, and like next thing you know, you're like, the first thing coming out of your mind is like, damn, I have to go to the bathroom. Do I have to go to the bathroom? You have to start prioritizing some stuff about whether or not to get out of the bathroom, especially if Mauna Kea has some snow on the mountain. Oh my God, Hawaii, we're so freaking spoiled. It's like 59 degrees in the morning, and we're over here like have to walk maybe like at least 10 feet towards the restroom to go take a piss. And you try to be as discreet as possible. Imagine taking a piss at 40 years old. It sounds like a bunch of freaking, it sounds like freaking, like the toolbox when you throw them down the stairs. At 3 in the morning, you have to take a piss. You start peeing and stuff. And it's so weird, like when you're 40 years old, there's this thing called prostate that hasn't happened to me yet, thank God. So far, not yet. But it's so funny. I'll be like in a stall in the bathroom, and there would be an older gentleman, I'm gonna say gentleman, I'm so nice, next to me in the stall and stuff like that. And then when he pees, it's the most weirdest thing you could ever hear. Men, you can relate to this because you're in the stall. So it's like you're in the stall, you're standing there, you're taking a piss, and then there's this gentleman that's like maybe 70 years old going to the stall. So it takes him about maybe like 5 to 10 minutes to shuffle towards the stall. You're peeing. Usually an average male takes about maybe 30 seconds to piss. No, not 70-year-olds. I pray for these guys. It's so weird. It's like race. It's like a cross between race horsing and like trying to cut the line of a hose at the same time. So you hear the men pee, you hear them zip, right? And then sometimes out of curiosity, even though you're peeing and you're done, you just have to stick around just to make sure the guy's okay. Make sure he has all of it emptied out of his bladder and stuff. You gotta do that. Trust me, you'll hit everybody. That's just me. That's how I think right there. So I'm peeing and stuff. I'm already done. Next thing you know, the star of the show comes strolling down to the stall right there. I'm like, oh, here he comes. So it's like, so he's peeing. He's like, it's like torrential downpour and it stops within 5 seconds. I'm like, what the hell's going on with that? What do you gotta do? You gotta pull in your shit or something to get more pee out or something like that? You gotta push on your own bladder from the exterior. That's some weird ass shit. One of the most funniest stories I've ever experienced. One time, and never forget it, I gotta tell you the story because you're here with me too because he's my fiance and stuff. One time I was in California. I lived in California and I went to a movie theater, Martin Luther King Theater in Crenshaw. Beautiful. If you guys ever been to Crenshaw and stuff like the Crenshaw Mall, there's a Magic Johnson Theater. Never forget it. It's a predominantly black neighborhood, upper middle class black neighborhood. I went to the stall, admittedly I had to take a number 2. Hold on. So yeah, so I was taking a number 2. And mind you, you can totally tell what religion these guys are just based on how they approach taking a crap. No lie. So this guy came to the stall. He was already praying before he got to the stall. You can hear him coming. Oh Lord Jesus. Oh Lord Jesus. Oh help me God Jesus. Oh, oh Jesus, oh Lord. And I'm over in the stall, and you're trying to hold in your laughter. And me, mind you, I'm taking a number 2. So every burst of laughter, a deuce will come out. And the deuce will hit so hard the water, it'll splash, splash on your ass and stuff, and that kind of deuces and stuff. Meanwhile, this guy shuffles in there, oh Lord, he's singing the gospel before he got to the stall. That's what I already knew. I'm going to be in trouble, and Lord forgive me if he's going to be in trouble too. So he goes in there, so he sits down finally, blah! Oh Lord Jesus, boom, 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 boom. I was like, this guy is like, oh my God. You can tell he was just one of those church dudes and stuff like that. He started singing the hymnal, man. It was the most funniest shit. literally I have ever experienced and heard. Eat your vegetables. Someone told me about Metamucil. I don't really know what that's about, but Metamucil, so I'm like looking at it online, make sure my shit is regular. Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, that is my set. Hope you guys enjoy it. I had a great time for my first time. Thank you to my man over here. All right.
What an awesome set. I thought you were going to start peeing because you kept drinking that. I'm like, is he going to show us literally what's going on? That's why they call him Everlasting. No. All right, guys, keeping the comedy going. He's a very good friend of mine. I just picked him up in front of the Home Depot today. He was selling oranges. No, I'm kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Larry, the stolen cable guy.
Good evening, Kukuau students. Good to be back here again. Yes, like Nehemiah said, I'm out of business with oranges. I'm done with that. I think I tried this out. Now I understand this is, the 14th was Valentine's, right? Am I right? Right? Well, how come all got sudden on us when I say Valentine's? Maybe some of you guys is with your other half and maybe not? No? Oh, all right. So, talking about Valentine's and about being in love, I was in love once for 8 years. Went swell, went great. Now I just only got one problem. I live in a master container now, so I have trouble picking up chicks now. Because the first thing they ask, where do you live? I live in a spacious place. And they said, is there plumbing and things? Yes, there is. You know? But it's hard for me. I'm a 43-year-old middle-aged guy. I mean, what else I got going? Just my hair. I look like 50 Shades of Grey right here. Every time I go to long shows and I try to pick up a chair. Uncle, can I help you? No, you can't. Uncle, I barely even know you. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard for me. On Valentine's Day, yeah, I had a loved one. Her name was Mickey's. Yeah, she don't talk back to me. She understands me. She's always there for me. Oh, I love her to death. You know? Yes. But all joking aside, this ain't jokes. But I mean, how else I'm gonna pick up a chick? What, I'm gonna take her to the dugout and say, welcome to my house? I got a big skylight and we can look at the stars together? That's kind of hard to do, right? I mean, right now, shit, I'm homeless. That's hard enough. Being homeless, that's why I can't pick up no chicks. You know? If they tell me, oh, where do you live? Oh, I live with my sister, guys, now. You know? No, not really. I'm down at the freaking dugout. But that's why I'm here. I gotta work, because I gotta tell jokes. Right? So what is the best joke about your own personal life, ladies and gentlemen? This is why we're up here doing comedy. It's because we all go through hard times, but you know what? Like I said, Mickey's always understands me. That's why she's the best girlfriend that I ever had. Tonight she'll be waiting for me at Cadora Liquors. After when I get done with this show. I'll be, oh, Mickey's, I had a good day at the job. How was your day, dear? And you know what? I'm going to get this. Chip, 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 chip. Oh, so your day went good, just like mine did. You know? Guys, that is my time. My name is Larry the Stolen Cable Guy. Thank you and good night.
So Mickey's, right? I thought you was talking about Mickey Mouse. Oh. All right. To break up this sausage fest we got going on. I mean, it's a Valentine's show, and we got no. I mean, Larry's long hair does not constitute him as a female, all right? So we have our one and only female comedian. She's hilarious. Evie, ladies and gentlemen.
college now. It's fine. I'm studying anthropology, which means I'm on track for like a career. I guess I'm happy about that. Like, it's occurred to me now that I'm gonna start getting the like career woman stereotypes thrown at me. So already people are coming up to me, like mostly older gentlemen, and being like, well, maybe you'll never get to have kids. And I'm like, oh no, what a nightmare. It's my worst fear. No, but like, there are kids that I like. I'm just not a kid person. I'm not a dog person either. I don't see the difference, to be honest. One thing that did surprise me about college is like when I was in high school, they were always telling us, oh, the shit you pull now will never fly in college. You can't slack off, you can't coast by, you can't just like slide under the radar like that. If you behave badly, they'll kick you out or you'll flunk out. That's not fucking true. My professor didn't show up to class the other day. Like, no email, no nothing. She just didn't come. If I had known that, I would have gone to college way sooner, to be honest. Like, fucking Jessica, who used to sit behind me in Algebra 2, super uptight and quiet, sits next to me now in statistics. She's rolling a blunt in class, and nobody cares. High school didn't prepare me for college, but it did prepare me for the real world. Because the high school that I went to, it gave me a lot of practice in looking around and going, is anybody else seeing this shit? Is this really happening right now? I went to a public charter school, Connections Public Charter School, right down the road. It's a school in that, like, parents need to put their kids somewhere all day. And they're like, yeah, we've got a room, give us the child, we'll teach it math. I have some real vivid memories of high school. A lot of it I don't remember. All the therapy books say that that's bad. But we used to have these assemblies like fairly frequently where they would shove all of the girls into a tiny room because we weren't in like a real school building. We didn't have an assembly hall, and they would like yell at us for 20 minutes because someone kept putting their used tampons in the back of the toilet and then flushing the toilet. And this happened multiple times, and I don't know why they were yelling at everybody. That's like 2 bitches tops. Seriously. I guess they never really figured out who it was. One time I came into the bathroom, and there was like a sizable puddle of blood on the floor, and someone had like walked through it. There were footprints going through it. And I was like, wow, it's like someone had a baby in here or something. But I know that didn't happen because if someone had, we definitely would have had an assembly about it. When I was in high school, I heard, my sister's at the middle school, and I heard that some girl at the middle school had written on the walls in period blood. Like, I don't know what it is about our school, and like this specifically. I don't know what she said. Probably something lame, because like you can only have one awesome idea. It's not usually 2 together. But I hope against hope that it was the Chamber of Secrets has been opened, enemies of the air beware, like in Harry Potter. Things weren't great for me in elementary school either. I was a little bit of an obstinate kid. I moved around a lot. I reacted to that by being in turns extremely fearful and quiet and like just quaking in my boots all the time and take a stance, any stance. It doesn't have to be a good stance. Like I would just like decide on something and commit to it, and then that was it. You could not change my mind. So I rebelled against my parents moving me from Vermont to South Carolina by just refusing to learn how to read. And the prize for playing that game is not fucking knowing how to read. All of my teachers were like, weird flex, but okay. So then I was behind, and I was angry that I was behind. It's like, I don't know what the fuck I expected. I like would regularly like snap back into critical thinking in the middle of a decision and not at the beginning. So like this one time I was sitting in class with my hands inside the desk, and I like felt something stretchy, and I pulled it out, and it was a balloon. And I was like, oh, that feels cool, I'm gonna shove it in my mouth. And there was no thought between that feels cool and chomp, chomp, chomp. It just went like straight there. And then afterwards, when the teacher came up to me and she was like, what do you have in your mouth? And I was like, oh shit. I can't just say nothing. She knows I'm chewing on something. It's very obvious. And it occurred to me then that I am like a being that other people can perceive. I'm not just like existing in my own solipsistic vacuum. And like I could choose to make different decisions, theoretically. Another time, I had my hands inside of another desk. This is why we don't have desks that you can stick your hands in anymore, because nothing good ever happens in there. In middle school, I definitely saw someone jerking off into one like a couple of times. So let's be glad they discontinued those and just gave us tables. Anyway, I had like this bottle of glue inside of the desk, and I just broke it open and just poured it everywhere because I figured, this glue would look better all over the inside of my desk. Freud would have something to say about that. But so like all my stuff like got dried together in a big hunk of like, glued together mess, and I couldn't get on my work and everything, and I was like, it's happened again. I come to with my hands covered in glue, and I don't know how I got here. It's like fucking Lady Macbeth or something. Oh, these hands! Or, you know what, no. Like Ginny Weasley waking up covered in rooster blood. Maybe the writing on the wall was me and I just don't remember? By the time I got to middle school, the like crushing anxiety was still there, but the counterpoint for that had moved from take a stand, any stand, to just give me a fucking reason. Like, that's just who I was for a while. That's like my violent impulses started expressing themselves a little bit more. My dear friend gave me this like little stress ball in the shape of a cow, like, to like squeeze, like get out my demons. And I kind of misunderstood how it worked. I grabbed it and twisted, and the head just came off. And I felt, instantaneous remorse, but also kind of power. You know how it is the first time you kill. And I just kind of kept it in my bag for the rest of middle school as like a grim reminder. That's not why, I just never cleaned out my bag. I looked like a possum. This one time we had mandatory bag searches because someone was smoking weed in the locker room. And I got to the front of the line, and the guy opened my bag, and he saw like 6 pads and a moldy sandwich and the little cow head, and he was just like, yep, you're good, go. And I could never keep my shit together, so I was always carrying around like this big conglomeration of bullshit that I needed for my classes. Like, I had this big duffel. It was like leather and canvas, and it was roughly the size of my torso, and it didn't close, and it had no handle. And like, judging by my personal presentation and my grades, I was studying to be a homeless person. And that's where I should have ended up. Like, well, now I know how easy college is, so why not just do that instead? But my mom would get really angry at me. She's like, I bought you a backpack. Why don't you just use your fucking backpack? And I'm like, well, I can't bring my stuff to school inside of a rotting deer carcass. But this is the closest approximation with smell, size, and maneuverability, so I'm gonna bring that instead. Like, the reason that I'm not a serial killer is because I had excellent parents. And that's kind of why I don't want to have children myself, because I don't have the patience to parent a child like me. Like, I don't want to do that to anybody. I think it's better that we just let those genes remain unexpressed. Yes. Let them just bleed out all over the bathroom floor, right? And that's my time. Thank you.
Good job. Good job. Watch out for those jerk-off desks. Don't stick your hand in any desk, ladies and gentlemen. That's the message that I got. All right. Oh, I forgot to tell everybody where the bathrooms was. I should have did that after your set, right? The bathrooms is that away. Just ask the dude with the fucked up haircut. He'll tell you where. Don't blame him. His mom cuts his hair. Right? He's saving money, saving the environment, one follicle at a time. All right, moving right along is a good friend of mine. This guy is hilarious, and I'm jealous of him because you'll see why. His name is Kinohi Betts, ladies and gentlemen, Kinohi Betts.
Thank you, everybody. I don't deserve that. Wait till my jokes before you clap. Yeah. So, I'm new to this. I was honestly banking on being one of the youngest comics here until you ruined my vibe. No, but, so, I'm new to this. I'm trying to brand myself. I've come up with this name called Jason No Moa. Yeah, Jason no more plenty things. Jason no more long, beautiful hair. Jason no more enough money for pay rent. Jason no more Valentine. Jason no more big bottle. Plenty things Jason no more. But there's one thing he does have. His prize fighting rooster. Dwayne the Cock Johnson. Can you smell what the cock is cooking? Katsu. Yeah, that's the extent of my local shit. I know, it's hard, but most of my audiences have been very well diverse, so I have to mix in everything else. Started thinking about Valentine's Day, mostly. That was the big staple. Gets really quiet when I say that, right? Mostly because, like, I guess we're all in the Valentine's Day depression. You know, the hangover. Most of us got too many chocolates. Some of us didn't get any. I was one of those guys. Didn't get any chocolates. It's fine. But it wasn't, I don't like Valentine's Day for the same reason I don't like basketball or volleyball. I'm not good at it. Doesn't mean basketball and volleyball are bad. Just means I'm not good at it. Same thing with Valentine's Day. Not good at it. My game's weak. My game's weak. I need friends with benefits. Not sex kind, I'm hungry. Like EBT. I'll walk up to you and be like, can you feed me now? I stay hungry. We go to Saki, save you and me. Get one Pokeball for free, and then you know I eat better tonight. How come everybody no more money, eat crab? How come everybody no more job, get fat? Food stamps, I'm proud to be on food stamps. Yeah, so that's like my game. When I walk up to your bar, it could be a little strong. People get a little afraid. They'll run away every now and then. Another reason I don't want to have a Valentine nowadays is growing up in my generation's tough. You know? Thanks, Bob. You dating younger girls a lot or something? No, yeah, my generation's fucking tough, man. We possess the entirety of knowledge in our pockets. Every one of us has a phone, right? We can Google everything. But we don't think for ourselves. We're terrible at it. Let me give you an example. My roommate, who's here tonight, we're gonna talk shit about you. Should I give her a name? No. So there's constantly events where I'm walking out of the front door. Maybe I have a golf bag or I have a surfboard. And every time I approach this door, she'll go, "Where are you going?" And I look at her with the deepest of looks in her eyes. "You go to college. How can you not decode this?" I've started saying stupid shit like, "I'm going to the movies, watching Mavericks. I'm in costume." You know, some people like Star Wars, they show up as R2-D2. I love Mavericks, bro. I'm Kelly Slater, bitch. Terrible. And then like, I also don't want to become my parents. Becoming my parents has always been a big fear. I'm 21, so I just started going to the bars. Weirdest thing about that is your fucking parents are there sometimes. Especially when they were 18 when they had you, so they're still in their sexual prime. They're almost better at the bar game than I am. Terrible. You don't want to be playing second fiddle to your dad. Yeah, who are you here with? I'm with my dad. I'm actually playing his wingman because everybody wants to talk to him. Yeah, and the worst thing is like when I actually end up going there with my mom, because she's young enough where she's still a Cardi B fan. That's terrible. And she loves Bruno Mars too at the same time. they've got a song called Tease Me. Terrible. When the beat drops, she's in the bar like, my pussy's horchata! Like, what? No, Mom! Your pussy's not horchata. What's going on here? You make me breakfast sometimes. What's going on here? Do you guys know what horchata is? It's rice, milk, and cinnamon. My mom is saying her pussy's creamy and delicious. You can't grow up with that and have a normal adulthood. That's why I tell everybody about my little dick on a microphone. Probably why I haven't had a Valentine since 10th grade. Yeah, you just don't have a normal life when you have parents like that. Those are my friends up there laughing. I haven't told them this part of my life yet. I told them, hey, pay $5, you can figure out what the fuck's going on in my head. Yeah, thank you everybody for showing up. Love you guys. Barefoot Leroy. Nice to meet you, you're hilarious. That was great. Oh, wait till the end, because I might ruin this. One thing I don't like about Valentine's Day is KWXX starts playing all the love songs. It's terrible. I listen to the radio all the time. I do flooring, so the only thing that I can listen to is the radio. KWXX plays a bunch of reggae love songs. But if you really listen, they're not reggae songs, they're country songs that are covered. Yeah, everybody here who lives here is like, what? No? Lover's Moon is reggae. No, it's not. It's a country song. It's a country song. It's a country cover. That's all of KWXX. That's everything, and it sucks. The reason I figured it out was not because of the beat. I listened to the beat, totally reggae. It was the message. I started listening these people didn't grow up in Hawaii. If you wrote a song in Hawaii, it wouldn't sound anything like that. It wouldn't sound like anything like that. Started thinking, Lover's Moon goes, there's a girl who's in my town, and everybody follows her 'cause she's so good. All right? But if it was written in Hawaii, it'd be totally different. It'd be, there's a moon that's out tonight. A lover's moon will fill your heart with fright. There's a girl, her ass is fat, but you've got to watch out for her dad. That fuck is big. There's a girl who's in my house, except my wife is coming home. Get her out. There's a girl who's always wet, except she lives inside a bowl and she's my pet. There's a girl who sleeps with me, except she likes to have her pets and is full of fleas. That's my dog. I'll finish that song later. So that's all I got for that one. But I'm just thinking these songs wouldn't be written here. All of those, and I started thinking, how could I change that? So I wrote this Portuguese sausage song. The true love of my life. Never breaks my heart. Gives it a bit of a heartburn, but that's what all relationships do, right? Yeah, a little bit of heartburn, that means you're in love. At least with my Portuguese sausage. So, I wrote this as a new age rap trying to inspire the children. I got Portuguese sausage, I start my day right. Portuguese sausage, I eat it with rice. My Portuguese sausage, the love of my life. Portuguese sausage, the love of my life. I got Portuguese sausage with shoyu and shit. My Portuguese sausage, oh, like my dick. Fuck, I'm so sorry, guys. So, I got my Portuguese sausage, I eat it with rice. My Portuguese sausage, the love of my life. All right, so, yeah, you guys are starting to figure out I don't finish things very often. Much like my women. So, I'm gonna tell a story about another reason why I'm not really good at relationships is I used to be a teacher, and I also play chess. So those two things don't mesh well as a parent when you haven't had a kid already, because you start to see into the future because of chess. Relationships equal children. And then as a teacher, you get a preview of what the children are going to look like. You know what that equals? Birth control. I haven't had a boner in a year and a half. It's amazing. Dealing with these gremlins is ridiculous. It's super crazy. I teach from kindergarten. I used to teach kindergartens through 12th grade. I used to. I fucking wonder why. But I taught all the way down. The young ones are the weirdest ones because I feel like they're at their most natural state. You know, least influenced. And then we had this one kid, Lucas, and this other kid, Aiden. And they used to get into arguments constantly. Lucas was somebody you needed to know. He was the popular guy. Everybody wanted to be his lab partner. All right. The guy you wanted to not disrupt in class. I see social hierarchy. All right. Aiden challenged him one day. Said, "Lucas! Give me back my confetti!" I knew instantly we had a situation on our hands. Missing confetti, children take very seriously. I walk up to him. He's screaming at Lucas. I have to get down on one knee. This is a good tip. Get down on one knee, look him eye in eye. You can brainwash him. I go, "Aiden, what's going on?" He goes, "Lucas took my confetti." I go, "Okay. Lucas, did you take the confetti?" He goes, "It's for my grandma!" Fuck. That's a good fucking reason to steal confetti. I don't know about you, but I love my grandma. Enough to steal some fucking confetti. I really can. I started thinking about him. I said, "What's going on with your grandma?" He said, "It's her birthday! Fuck!" It's a good reason to steal fucking confetti. I said, "How come you guys can't come up with these good fucking answers on my test?" Because they don't care about the test as much as they care about your grandma. Good choice, Lucas. I tell them, you can't take what's not yours, Aiden. Lucas, stole. It's proper I get their names right. You guys don't know these kids, but they have lives. So Lucas, you can't take what you don't have without asking. I look at Aiden. Aiden goes, I go, "Aiden, you want your confetti back?" He goes, "Yeah." I give him back his confetti. Lucas is sad, obviously. Then Aiden begins to bring out 15 rolls of confetti. I go, "What the fuck, Aiden?" I didn't say that. Can't say that. Not to children. I go, "Aiden, you've got this much confetti and you're mad about one confetti?" I say, "Aiden, if you have an exuberant amount of confetti, you should share with your friends. You should care about the people around you, especially people's grandmas." Obviously, there wasn't enough communication. I told them the next thing you guys need to do is you guys need to talk to each other. There obviously wasn't enough talking. I set them up in their chairs. I've been in class. I set them on their way. The story's moral is that we're all in purgatory, trying to work our way through life, and we just gotta love each other like we love our grandmas. I love you guys so much. Thank you for letting me do this. Thank you for letting me tell jokes so much. All right.
Give it up for Binohi! Woo! Wow! I did not know that shit about confetti. What the hell? I don't even know how to spell confetti. This is what happens when you graduate from a public school. And specialize in eating lunch. I was a fat kid at school. I was the guy saying, "Are you gonna eat that?" No? Awesome. I was the guy collecting dinner rolls, alright? Alright. Get this show rolling more. Our next comedian, he's the last featured comedian till you see this crazy nut, is Johnny Great! Tell them what he's won, Johnny. I just wanted to say that.
Hey! Hey everybody. Well, we made it, right? Post Valentine's, we're all here. Did it. Made it through society's most reluctantly tolerated holiday. Yeah. I hope everybody that wanted to be a Valentine got to be a Valentine, and wanted a Valentine got a Valentine, because that is one of the special things about Valentine's Day. It's the only holiday that lets you give a present that is the name of the holiday, and also lets you be the name of the holiday. Because you never hear anybody going like, oh, what's up, girl? We've been kicking it for a minute now, and shit. It's gonna be that time of year, and I'm feeling real close to you, so I gotta ask, will you be my Christmas? Here, I got you a Christmas. Nobody ever does that, because it would be dumb. Christmas and Valentine's, two of society's commercial holidays, so it's important. Everybody knows on those days you gotta go out. You gotta buy your loved ones something, otherwise they're not gonna know that you love them. What are you supposed to do, tell them? That's not gonna work. Gotta go out, gotta get stuff. Buy it. I was just down the road. I saw at Walgreens, they're advertising themselves as the one-stop shop for all your Valentine needs, which is great. You can get everything you need there. You can take care of dinner. You can get some beans, some canned ham. It's a special occasions. Like, get a bottle of malt liquor. And they got some sweet presents. They got this stuffed bear that's holding a heart. It's got text written on it that says, I love you very much. Which is perfect. That way your loved one's gonna know you love them very much. And they've also got all your sexy stuff needs covered. They got condoms, they got lube. And you're definitely gonna need that stuff, because when your partner sees this sweet ass bear and bean / canned ham / malt liquor meal you got planned, they are definitely gonna leave you, and you're gonna be stuck getting drunk and probably fucking that stuffed bear. Maybe that ham too. I don't know what you're into. Menage a trois. There's it would be nice if Valentine's Day offered something to the singles community besides depression. Like imagine if Cupid operated more like Santa Claus. And now also imagine if Cupid and Santa Claus are real. So, much like Santa Claus brings presents to all the good little girls and boys on Christmas Eve, Cupid on Valentine's Eve brings a Valentine to all the good single men's and women's. Okay? So while all the good single men's and women's are nestled in their beds with visions of romance dancing in their heads, Cupid is out at the club trying to find you a match. And whenever he sees this person that he thinks you might be sexually compatible with, he drugs that person. He kidnaps that person. He breaks into your home, places their unconscious body beside you in the bed. You wake up Valentine's morning, surprise! Jolly old St. Cupid's left you a Valentine. And guess what? That Valentine's spooning you. Alright? And if neither one of you runs away or calls the cops, that relationship might have some promise. And who knows? You might be love at first sight. You don't know what's going to happen when you let a prepubescent cherub boy pick your romantic partner. But of course, Cupid's not real, so the responsibility of drugging and kidnapping a potential sexual mate falls onto your parents. as the legend goes with Cupid, Cupid's a young, prepubescent boy about to hit the teen years, so he's probably a pretty horny little guy. And he's got a bow. He's got some arrows that he's dipped in some type of love/horny drug, and he's also invisible. So he's shooting people with these love arrows all the time and potentially watching a lot of people fuck each other. All right. So this kid has probably seen the freakiest, the deakiest sex maneuvers out there. And that's really, if you think about it, like watching two people in love, having a love-making time, that's really the best porn there is, right? And I'm pretty sure that that is the reason that the government has spent billions upon billions of dollars in this NSA program to monitor and collect all our data, not really to stop terrorism, but to watch that sweet porn. Yeah, like this guy. Are you Cupid?
I might be.
Good answer. Are you the NSA? Good answer. I feel like, personally, I feel like Cupid was there the first time that I fell in love with my longest running, most reliable sexual partner, myself. There I was, 13 years old, lying in my bed, and I felt Cupid's arrow's sweet sting. And I look down and I see my penis standing straight up at me, looking at me with that one, romantically, with that one good penis eye. And you know that hug that you give an old friend that you haven't seen in a while, and you're both squeezing real good, and you're bouncing up and down, and maybe twisting a little bit, and you're making a real pleasurable sound like, so good to see you. Well, that's the kind of hug my hand gave my penis. Masturbation, it's great. Anybody ever done that? Have y'all tried it? Wow, what a thing to discover your body can do, right? Whoa. It's like you spend your whole childhood playing in your yard, and it's the same every day. And then all of a sudden, you hit your teen years, and you realize there's a goddamn water slide in your backyard. It's been there the whole time? What? And that analogy works really well if you're a lady that's a squirter. What? It does. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Masturbation. I've got I didn't even know what that was, or how to do it, or nothing, until this one day I went to school, and there was this kid in my class that was always being a jerk to me, and he was ironically doing the jerk off motion at me this time. And he was pointing at me. He's like, "Hey everybody, this is what Johnny does." And he's like doing this. He's like, "Yeah, this is what he does. He jacks off all the time. Oh, jack off Johnny." And then these other kids in my class, they started calling me Jack Off Johnny. And I think they were trying to make fun of me, but really they were just giving me a good idea of something to try. And then from there on, I was becoming Jack Off Johnny, and I was becoming on everything all the time. I was doing that shit multiple times a day, and I thought I was breaking a record at one point, because I definitely broke skin because I rubbed my penis raw. But I masturbated 4 times in a day. That's my record, and I thought that was a big deal because that was more than I ate meals that day. And so later I looked it up on the internet because I was gonna see, you know, that they had me as the masturbation record holder and that they were using a good picture of me. But I got on there and I realized I was way off. I wasn't anywhere close to the record. And what the internet said that the record was for most male masturbation times in a day was 42. What? What? And you know what happened to that guy? He died. He jacked himself to death. And it might be true that too. It was on 2 different internet sites, so at least 2 sites got the press release about this kid jacking deceasing himself. And you know, they ran with the story because they got to get the scoop out there to the people. And that got me thinking, but because these sites, they didn't even show any evidence of this guy breaking this record. But then again, I don't have any evidence of my measly 4 times that I did it. So I think there's a lesson here. I think we all know what it is, that if you are trying to prove that you've masturbated a lot, or you know, if you're going for the bigger goal of getting that record, here's a pro tip: don't clean up your semen. And here's another pro tip: separate those semen piles. Make it easy for the official semen counting employees of Guinness Book of World Records when they come to your house, so they can easily see. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoa, hey, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, getting high on the wall, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, very good, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, yay! We got ourselves a new masturbation champion! And hopefully that person's not dead, because that person is going to want to experience the lavishes that society is definitely going to put on that person for being number 1 at masturbating. Woo! Oh, man. Hey, I got this theory. Stay with me on this one. I got this theory that former President Bill Clinton, we all remember him, maybe. Former President Bill Clinton, this is a joke from 1990s that are coming up here. Get ready for this. Former President Bill Clinton never cleans up his semen. Just refuses. Wherever it lands, that's where it stays. And I'm positive this is true because that's why Monica Lewinsky still had that semen-stained dress. And here comes the joke part of this joke. Why Hillary Clinton has so many goddamn pantsuits. Hey! Yeah! There we go. Stay tuned for the rest of my 1990s comedy material with jokes about Pearl Jam and Joey Buttafuoco. But seriously, here we go. Here's a serious thing. I've got a serious thing to talk about. Whenever I imagine Bill and Hillary Clinton fucking each other. This is serious. Because I imagine it a lot. Whenever I imagine it, Bill always ejaculates in Hillary's belly button, which he hates. She hates it, and she cleans it up with a pair of pantsuits. And she tosses it on the pile of pantsuits that are scheduled to be destroyed. Just like all those goddamn Libya emails, right? Yeah. That's a joke from 2016. What? Check out the rest of my 2016 comedy material with jokes about Gerald Fogel and I Love McConan, that guy that did that in the club on a Tuesday song. All right. Why didn't the NSA check out those Hillary Clinton emails? What were they doing? Looking at porn, exactly. I don't know if anybody's got any questions or anything. This would be a good time to do a little Q&A action. Yeah, some at the top. Yes, yes, sir.
Do you have sparkly studded short pants?
Do I have them?
I see them.
Do you have them? Are you listening?
Is that a trick question?
What's the pattern?
What's the score?
What's the design?
Let's see your chance.
Can you turn slowly 360 degrees?
Thank you for bringing these pants up because they are indeed my fave. So much so that I've written a whole song about them. Yeah. Sometimes pants are inspiring. Sometimes pants will inspire the shit out of you. But hopefully not literally. Because that's gross. Anyway, I had a pretty long, tumultuous, yeah, it's a word that I'm using wrong. Got a long, tumultuous history with my pants. Because I used to, I don't know if anybody's ever done this here, but I used to sag my pants. Anybody? Any pants saggers? Well, listen, here's the problem with pants sagging. It's hard to run good, okay? Some people are really good at it. Some people can sag their pants so low that they seem like a David Blaine of pants. That wasn't me. Luckily, my pants have gotten tighter and more compact as I've gotten older, able to get full range of motion and do all this stuff right here. You see all this? All this movement? Wow.
I like the jig.
Thank you for the jig clap. It's like jig clap. Okay, so here's the song. Here's how it goes. And I'll just let the DJ drop that beat. Go ahead, DJ. Damn, it's like an industrial metal beat. Yeah. The song's got a long intro. It's got to, because you gotta dance. It's been a long time since I got new pants, but now I got new pants. All I do is dance, new pants dance. Everybody knows about my confidence. That's because I got new pants dance. New pants dance. When I was a boy, my parents bought my pants, but now I'm grown and I buy my own pants. Independence. Got a good deal. They was half price. Half price? Yeah, that's nice. They was on clearance. Break it down. Sometimes I can't control these pants. All right, only 37 more verses. Here we go. All right, I guess I'll be done. Thanks. Happy commercial holiday.
going for Johnny Gray. Wow. All right. I'm going to give you guys a break. Give you guys a little intermission. What do we say, 10, 15? What do you guys need? 15. Whoa, the girl is clapping to 15. Okay, 15. This sounds like an auction. Do I get 15, 15, 15, 15, go. 15, 25, 25, 25. 35, 35, 45, 45. No, that's not that long. I'll be sleeping by then. All right, you guys, 15-minute intermission, and then you'll see one of the craziest people you ever see in Hilo. All right, guys. Just want to.
George of the Jungle, the first one.
Show me the meaning of being lonely.
Steven Seagal. Yeah. This is my last song. This song is from David Marlin. I didn't need the name of the Jones. Been a thing in this room, been in the rose, and been in the bare bones. But a rock I seen it, I've got the night ever known. But I seen it, the midnight, she went a man in the bed shown. But it walked in the rest of the man, they eat in the man of bed home. But it's raining the bean, the man is green, the man is green gone. But that's I mean, in the man is green, and the man is green gone. It's finding more than in the morning, and all alone. I don't know what we done. When it ain't wrong, when it ain't be wrong. When it ain't in the rain, I love. When I bend in the ways and the nets and rain on the bottom of my love. When I sing in the ways and the words and the murder run and spring up. When I sing in the ways and the murder run and spring up. I sing in the ways and the murder run and sing up. And I sing things that learn to things and name and the star and the coming in up and the girl. I mean the name of the star. Wasting them and even them on the benchmark. Can it be signs? Can it be stars? Can it be peace and the bright war? Can it be cars? Can it be dark cars? Can you survive when it's an answer? Full of firepool, ready to war, with the length of the light, the star, with the birds of the earth, with the bread that's on the ball. Greater words,
thank you for coming out. All right, now it's ad time. I have my very own album. It says, "We'll Joke for Food" on it. And it was recorded right here in the Kukuau studios. My associate, Larry, he's over there holding it. You can buy it. It's only $5 and then I'll autograph it for you. It's something, right? I gotta pay off my college loan, so. Unless Bernie gets elected, then. Right? I'm hoping. Please, Bernie. Win. Debt repaid. It's like, what? It's a BS degree that I'm paying for, too. Like, I don't feel like. It is literally a BS degree. How the fuck am I supposed to use that? On the resume, it's like, what do you have? A BS? BS? Really? Really? Yeah, man. All right. Now, the real fun stuff. You're all trapped in here. I will make you drink Kool-Aid. And welcome to the cult of Nehemiah. No. No, I'm kidding. What would you think if I did that and just passed out Kool-Aid? This fucker is insane. Jim Jones. He looks like a nut. We didn't know he was one too. Alright, so I guess I'll start off the set with a parody song that I wrote. And it's in the tune of Usher's Nice and Slow. Right? It's a good song. It's a jam. Not an Irish jam, but it's not a regular, it's not the kind of jam that I like. With peanut butter, you know? Alright, here it goes. 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my kitchen with my crock pot. Yeah. I got a pretty little roast beef cooking for me. I put a lid up, anticipating good smells. Don't keep me waiting. I got plans to fill my pan with gravy. You know what I mean. Now let me put it on a plate of rice and salad. There ain't no one better interrupt. Baby, I just wanna eat it nice and slow. See, I've been waiting for this for so long. Cooking meat inside the crock pot. Baby, they call me MACADAMIA space NUT. Now, baby, tell me what you want to cook with me. No, I'm going to stop there. That's right. It's a sexy macadamia out of the microphone. And this is the Love Show. You've heard of, if you was here earlier, I read a poem about my love of donuts, right? Yep. And being a Hawaiian Homer Simpson. I just need the 3 strands and the squiggly lines. Dope. Oh man, yeah, my voice is kind of cartoonish, you know? I can sound like Winnie the Pooh. Bub loves it when I do that. Christopher Robin. Do you have a pot of honey for my son? Oh, bother. Right? Winnie the Pooh. Your shirt. Wow. I didn't even know you. I did not plan that. I swear. I must point out too that I am not an actual father. This might say Big Daddy on it, but damn it, I had something worked on and she's like, yeah. My goodness. Maury did not call me, alright? I'm 99% sure he did not leave a message on my phone. Oh my goodness. I better stop saying that joke because somebody might knock at my door or something like that. Remember me from 9 months ago? Like, what? I just jinxed myself at the Kukuau studios. Oh, no, I'm not an actual father, thank goodness. Right, Kino, you just turned me off kids. Like, you got confetti stories, he's got kids kicking him in the shin, I think, right?
It's bad, man.
It's bad, it's all bad. I can't even handle my own nephews. But the thing about them is, I get to return them at the end of the, like I can fill them with Slurpee and Musubis and just be like, here you go, back to your house. No, man. So, this is the love show. We just had Valentine's Day, and for the first time in a long time, I did not spend it with a pastry. I'm the guy that always jokes that I'm going to marry a donut one day, when they legally allow it, right? Like I was going to be the first pastry polygamist and marry 12. But Nehemiah had a date, an actual woman that I did not pay for, I paid for the dinner. I paid for the dinner like a gentleman. But I did not pay for services, all right? Like what John was talking about, no. I did not Bill Clinton, nothing. My goodness, the room got silent after that. What is this, some Bill Clinton supporters in the audience? Jeez. One job that Hillary did not do. Oh, get off of that. Ew! Oh my God, ew! What are you talking about? No, I will not go there. I will not go there. So yeah, I had a date. It was freaking awesome. You're supposed to say, "Aww, the bald guy had a date, and it wasn't with a donut." And it wasn't with a young person, because that I don't understand. I'm sorry. There's an age difference. Like, I went out with somebody that was under 25. She did not look at me once. She was looking at the phone the whole time, and I'm like, is that how we date nowadays? What the fuck? She's laughing at the phone jokes, and I'm like, I'm telling jokes right here. You got live jokes. No, man. So then I started thinking, like, okay, let me go back to when it all first started, right? So you're going to hear the whole story. Damn it, you will listen. All right? We're locking the doors. No, I'm kidding. I should have like a white cat when I say that and just, you will listen to me. Like I'm like a Bond villain or something, Like the guy from Inspector Gadget, With that white cat. All you see is that metal hand.
Dr. Claw.
Dr. Claw, there you go.
Dr. Claw, yeah.
Some cartoon fans. I am definitely a cartoon fan. Yeah, see, look at that. Simpsons, Gadget, this fool's young. You've never seen a Power Ranger in your life, Larry. What the hell are you talking about, Power Rangers? You know what? There is no Mexican Power Ranger, is there? There's racist bastards.
That's right.
He would be like with red, green, and it'd be 3 different colors. And he'd be driving an El Camino that transforms. Oh, damn, I'm terrible. No, but yeah, I started thinking, where did it all start? So I'm going to go back. I first started liking girls, and they didn't care if they had cooties, right? I don't know what the fuck cooties was, but all of a sudden we got to be worried about that. We got coronavirus now, but yet there's still cooties to worry about. This invisible disease. It was about 3rd grade, and I told you I was a fat kid in school, right? Yeah. So it's not easy being the fat kid in school usually gets cookies. Like, he gives his own self chocolate Valentines, you know what I mean? I take Valentines from the school cafeteria. The lunch lady is my Valentines, usually, right? So then I discovered there was a system by which you could convey your messages and just, it was like the first text message. So I'm like, my friend is just writing this thing on his note. I'm like, dude, he folds it up, gives it to his girl. She gives it to her friend. They both giggle. They give the note back to him. And he's got an instant girlfriend. And I'm like, what the hell? What is that, like a mail order bride? So he's telling me, no, man, you just write on top of it. And I look at the paper, it says, do you like me? Check box yes, and check box no. Fucking simple. Right? No need for, I didn't even have to make contact. I'm writing that thing. I got hearts over the I and everything. Send it in, and I'm waiting by the, all right, oh, she's going to read it. She's going to read it. Giggle, and the note comes back. All right, what does it say? Maybe. What the fuck? She made her own box that said maybe on it. How the hell does it help me? Wait, is maybe yes, maybe no? Maybe friend zone, maybe no. Damn. I gotta figure out a way to be more likable, right? So we had this talent competition, and this kid sang. And then all of a sudden, he was getting notes given to him. And this dude was like, I don't like this one, I don't like that. I'm like, this guy is a freaking genius. Nehemiah must sing. But what song? Right? Of course I'm funny, right? You know that. I'm the funny fat kid in school. I was really into Stevie Wonder. And you gotta understand, this is before I turned 12, so the little Biebers hadn't dropped yet. I was still singing like Justin Bieber back here. You know when that old baby, oh, that's how I sounded. Like, it was a high-pitched voice. So I said, you know what? The girl that I like, her name is Sherry. I'm gonna sing Stevie Wonder's Sherry or More. Huh? Right? So I get up on the stage, and I'm singing, I'm like, la, 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 la. I gotta act like the guy too, right? I'm a comedian, that's why, I mean? And then I'm like, my Sherry Amor, pretty little girl that I adore. You're the only one my heart beats for. See, that right there is not low. It was high. It was high pitch. Dude, I started getting notes. Holy shit! I fucking figured it out. Now, I got to answer the note, right? So, using my brain, I checked maybe. But I added, if you have a cupcake. Hey, they started bringing me cupcakes. I could put cookies on it, donuts. You already know I love donuts. Donuts are my drug. You don't leave a box of donuts. You know those Love's donuts with the powder? It's only gonna be box on left if you leave it with me. Somebody brought one night on Sunday, and I just had powder on my face, and the dude was like, "What happened to the donuts?" I don't know, man. Like, I just got the powder, dude. I'm a donut addict. Just the powder, huh? I just licked off all the powder, left the donut for him, you know? Shit. Yeah, so this went on, you know, for years, for elementary school. And then there's this thing called a school dance. And I'm like, what? I'm the fat kid in school. Who the hell wants to dance with the fat? I don't want to dance, right? I never even like do PE. But, hey, thanks for coming, guys. No. This is the Kukuau Studios. Make yourselves at home. You're in Nehemiah's house for the night. Ha ha! Yeah, man, I'm on a roll. A dinner roll. No, so yeah, it all started back then. Now you gotta ask them to the dance, right? That's the ritual. Oh man, nothing could be normal. You can't write a note. Would you go to the dance? No, you gotta ask them. I'm nervous, so I gotta change into my extra shirt. Like when you were back in school, you got extra clothes in your locker. I got an extra shirt. I had deodorant in that sucker. I had extra Beverly's, all right, just in case. You never know. Accidents do happen. When they say shit happens, literally does happen. I think Leroy was talking about that earlier. Oh, yeah, so I had to change my shirt, throw on some deodorant, and then ask somebody to dance with me, and they're looking at me like, this guy is going to step on my feet. Right? The best dances was the ones where they ask you. I think they call it like Sadie Hawkins or something like that. That was the best ones. Now I get to sit back and watch nobody ask. Thanks a lot. I'm standing by the snacks again, No, so this went on for a few years. And then I went to, then I got into junior high. So the beaver balls is dropping, right? I start growing this Mexican mustache that I get, this Mario looking mustache. It's a me, Mario. That's a mustache. I had this in 6th grade. I'm serious. Full mustache, 6th grade. Goatee, everything. And hair. Oh my God, I had hair. I had hair. Now I wish I cut it off and made a wig out of it, Then I could say it's my own hair though. Like Brian Rupp always tells that joke. Well, he has long hair, so it's more believable. Now it's like, what are you talking about? You cannot cut nothing. I already said I was the Hawaiian Homer Simpson. Dope, yeah. Dope. Oh man, all these cartoon references. It's hard to believe I actually had a date last night, huh? You lied. It was a Facebook dating app, man. Take it easy. Take it easy there, Bob. Oh, no, yeah. So I went to junior high, but it was like, what, you didn't go to junior high? Come on, man. Think I was just taking lunch money all day from kids? Which I did not do, by the way. They gave me their lunches. It was a trade. It was a work trade deal. I told you I was dating the lunch lady. For the cookies, of course. Not her cookie. Oh, you didn't give the lunch lady love? That hairnet didn't do it for you, man? No. No, I went to junior high. I had to go to Oahu to school, though. I went to the Hawaiian Hogwarts. Kapalama. Kamehameha schools. 7, 8. Yeah, it was like Hogwarts. I mean, we had to board a plane and everything. 9 3/4. Huh? That's great. Think you're being funny? No. Nope, they didn't give us guava sticks as wands. No. Then all of a sudden, I started getting puberty. I started playing basketball. Next thing you know, Nehemiah finds out he's handsome. I had no idea. I had no clue. I'm looking at the mirror and I'm like, you puddly bastard. You built like Winnie the Pooh. Over here is Winnie the Pooh, huh? Hawaiian, that's why. No, yeah, Yeah, so inside is the guys, right? Nobody wants to stand up because now you gotta hold on to the thing and you gotta make it all macho because it's the girls is watching, right? You cannot be like, oh, no arms, right? Even though I was not doing push-ups, I mean, I probably needed a push-up bra. But they don't make bras for bradas, you know? They should though. They really should. They really should make bras for bradas, alright? Bras for bradas. So next brand, hashtag bras for bradas. You don't want to see that hashtag, believe me, okay? That's not a sight you want to see. No, yeah, so I'm standing there, and one of the girls says, because earlier during the weekday, these two giggling girls came up to me. I don't know what the hell they said. They said something and they giggled and ran off. So she says, well, did you hear what Ashley said to you? And I'm like, she said I was a pud? What the hell? Like everybody's laughing, right? And the girl says, no, Ashley said you were a stud. Now they're all giggling. And I'm going, a stud, huh? You freaking handsome bugger, yeah. Right on. Give me a little confidence, you know? So that was that experience. Junior high. Look, I'm taking you through the whole story. You go get the life story. The love life of Nehemiah. If you just walked in, you're like, what? He's telling his whole story. Pastries and all. Pastries and all. Yeah. So that was junior high. High school, I had to come back home and graduate from Hilo High. Where I know, like, really? We got one field goal post, right? This is before they built this new gym. I'm pissed off about this new gym. That gym has AC, like high quality weights. The gym we had was built in like World War I. When you ran up and down the basketball court, it felt like you was gonna fall through the floor. All right? I was like, why is the basket leaning? Like, what the heck is going on? This gym sucks. Yeah, so I'm pissed off about that. That one field goal, and the field had potholes in it. I got more injured practicing football than I did actually playing. I rolled my ankle in that practice field, like, cause they got potholes in it. Potholes in the field, and it's uphill. It's ridiculous. I'm surprised they even won them championship. Probably that's the reason why. They only had one field goal post. The guy had to kick them from 55 yards out. He was already used to kicking them from 75 because they only get one field goal post. He basically punted it through. Yeah, no, I played football. Which is the worst thing. First of all, why are you making the fattest guys on the team wear tights? Whose idea is this? Whose cruel punishment is this? I could have played in surf shorts, coach. I don't need to be bending over in front of another guy. They wanted to make me the center, and I'm like, no. Look where that guy's hands go. He's standing right behind. Hut. Is he a doctor? Is he trying to get that guy a physical? I'm not going to be that guy, coach. You put me on the far end of that. It's bad enough we're wearing tights, and now you want me to bend over 300-something pounds, and you just got to be on statue. You cannot move. Who the hell came up with these rules? They just wanted to see fat guys. Hey, let's see if these fat guys can do it. Check it out. Look at that. That's hilarious. These guys are baby elephants, and we bending them over and making them stay still. Ridiculous. I didn't like the tight wearing. I didn't like getting slapped on the ass. That was ridiculous. What? First time somebody did that, knocked the guy down. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. I am not a piece of meat. You take me out on a proper date first, young man. Dinner and a movie first, at least. And then at the end of the practices, you gotta take a shower together. I'm like, really? What is going on? So I'll be in there with my surf shorts. People are like, what? You know, this is pay-per-view goods. You don't get to see this for free. My name is not Louis C.K. Oh, he's not here. And he spelled his name incorrectly. He should have used O.C. in the middle of that. Some people got that, see. Those that never graduated from Hilo High probably. Oh, man. Yeah, high school, what an experience. Tights, I'm fat, really? Does this tights make me look fat? Yes, you 300 pounds, dude. Like, everything makes you look fat. An apron would make you look fat. Hello? So obviously I was an awkward teenager. Pimples, the whole nine. It looked like Braille on top of my... It probably was like, don't date this guy. Wow. Even the pimples speak. Yeah, so what, I didn't really start going out till probably like I was 19, 20, out of high school, living on my own in Oahu. Now I have to figure this out though, because what do I do, right? I'm awkward. My idea of a perfect date is me, plate lunch, and a dessert of my choosing, right? You know? I didn't expect to be the dessert, even though I look like a macadamia nut now. Right? So that was weird. And then there was a period of time where I said, you know what, this dating sucks. I hate doing it. And then online dating came about. It was so freaking easy. It was like writing down on that paper, do you like me? Yes or no? Or freaking maybe. What the? Maybe. Now you can just text message, right? You can just make up a profile, say that I'm pre-Jason Momoa. I'm the Jason Momoa from the Super Bowl commercial. All right? I gotta purchase my abs and wig set from Amazon. I wonder if they have that. I would have checked online. Right? By now they should, right? I should be able to Google it. Jason Momoa, wig and ab set. Hey, Kino, you got Jason Momoa inside here. What the hell? Jason Momoa. Discount. Half off. All off. I've never had abs plural, that's why. In my life, I'm over here struggling to get 2 abs. And these guys tell me it's a 6-pack. What? I gotta work for 4 more? Are you serious? Right now, my stomach looks like an okole. Okay? It's just 2. It's just 2. I'm working on the dimples. I'm working on those dimples. So I gotta do weird things, like exercise and eat right. The dietitian, when I first started going to this dietitian 2 years ago, she gave me a list of foods and stuff, and I'm reading this thing, I'm like, a lot of these are vegetables that I've never even heard of, like Brussels sprouts. Is that alfalfa's cousin? Like, all right. Hey, wait, Doc, how come the picture of this broccoli this looks like an albino broccoli? What the hell is cauliflower? And then, she had kalo, but before that she had kale. Doc, what the hell is kale? She's like, it's kale. Well, what is kale? I've never eaten that in my life. What the hell is kale? She failed to mention, perhaps it's not a good idea to open it like potato chips and eat the thing raw. It was nasty. I'm like, what the? They didn't even feed rabbits this? Like, isn't this the stuff that goes underneath the plate lunch, right? You know, the thing that catches all the oil? What is this? And she's like, you cannot eat plate lunches. What? I can't, you telling a local boy not to eat plate lunches? I grew up on plate lunches. And she said, I know, that's why you was like almost 400 pounds. She's like, you gotta eat salad. And I asked her, I'm joking, right? Doc, for the salad dressing, can I use Loco Moco gravy? No! I should have trusted that lady because she looked like she only weighed 70 pounds. Sometimes I didn't even see her, like, Doc, where are you? Oh, there you are. She's like a 70-pound Asian woman. She looks like she could be 12. Pretty descriptive, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a professional comedian. This is a professional comedian at work here. No, I'm kidding. I don't care. Interrupt me all you like. That helps me out. Sometimes, hey, I get Portuguese moments, alright? I might forget what I was supposed to say. Come on. You're talking to the guy that left his cell phone at a Honolulu airport. You know why? I was washing my hands, and I put the thing on the paper towel rack and walked out. Idiot. I washed my cell phone twice. In full spin cycle, everything. Almost dried it if it didn't fall out of my pants. I was like, oh crap. Rice never saved that thing either. So what I'm saying to you is white rice is bad, ladies and gentlemen. You will not get abs eating one whole pot of rice. You gotta stop eating rice. That's what I was told. She's like, brown rice is good. Brown rice? The thing looked like it's already have shoyu on top. Okay. It's fine with me. I'll take brown rice. No, yeah, then she's like, you have to exercise. What? You mean to tell me I gotta do more than one sit-up? She's like, one sit-up? I was like, yeah, I sit up at the edge of the bed and wake up. That's my sit-up for the day. And push myself up out of the bed. That's my push-up too. Which is why I needed one push-up bra. Bras for brothers. Hashtag bras for brothers. It's going to catch on. It's going to catch on. I'm telling you, you're going to see one large man and you're going to think of me. You'll see a large-breasted male and you will think of that hashtag. No, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of exercises. She gave me the list of stuff and I'm like, Pilates? That just looks like it's supposed to be plates, right? I don't know nothing about Pilates. I do know about plates though. And a lot of these things like yoga and stuff, they make it's uncompromising positions that they put in you in. Like, oh yeah, do this downward facing dog. Downward facing. It looks like downward facing doggy style, buddy. Like what? Are we making a video over here? I thought I told you that I'm not into that. No, go to the gym. Go to the gym was her line. Go to the gym. The gym sucks. First of all, I can do the treadmills. That's my speed right there. But the bicycles, these people are insane. These spin cycles, like what? Are you trying to generate electricity? What the heck? And how do they do it for long periods of time without their balls getting numb, you know? I don't want to end up like Lance Armstrong. I will be playing Lance Armstrong's missing nut in the biography of his life. Or I could be playing his remaining nut. Who knows? I might be a dual roller. My goodness. No, they got ridiculous. The weight section, that's the one that's weird. It is a bunch of dudes grunting and sweating. And I looked at it and I said, this is like one public bathroom. It smells bad. Guys are like, oh, oh, like what? There's like tons of Stallones in the area, right? And they got mirrors everywhere. Why do you need all of the mirrors to watch yourself grunt and sweat. That's not the time that I want to be seeing myself, right? With a big vein in my forehead. Like, can you imagine what that thing looks like? I look like a nut. I look like nuts right there. It's ridiculous. No, I don't like doing that. I told the doc. I'm not going to no gym. And then the other part of the gym is like women wearing yoga pants. Oh, no, doc. We're not going there. I might have a dumbbell in my pants by the end of the, like, everything is stiff. Everything, it's very hard. Very phrasing. Oh, no. So what else can I do, right? Walking, going to the beach. I know. Water aerobics. I signed up for water aerobics. If you've ever seen, for your older generation people, have you ever seen the movie Cocoon? Yeah. You know that scene where the old people is in the swimming pool? That is what water aerobics looks like, all right? I was the youngest guy there. All these guys, I had my hip replacement back in 95. I'm like, back in 95? I was 13 years old. Holy crap, the hip replacement is older as I am. And the old dudes is pissed off at me. Because here, is a young nut looking guy. And this old lady started hitting on me. If you've ever been hit on by an old Filipino lady, wow, she's like, hey. And I'm like, oh, thank you for being a friend. Dun, 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 dun. Auntie, how old are you? No worries, big boy. And I'm like, uh-oh. And she almost had me though. You know how she almost had me? She said, I cook for you. Auntie, what you cooking over there? She started rattling off the list on lumpia, pork and peas. Oh, no. Somebody's grandmother, man. Take it easy. I am not going to, how do you explain that? You know? What if the woman has a heart attack or something? Like, I don't want to be at the funeral and the kids and the grandkids is like, that's the guy, bro. That's the guy that killed grandma. Bro, you break her back and hurt her hip. No, that wasn't me. It wasn't me, I promise. And then like I'm reading the eulogy and stuff. She was a fine cook. Is that the only reason you went? Yes. The woman could cook excellent lumpia, alright? Her meat to banana ratio was she made a mean pateles too. No. So most of the people that see me before, they know like I went from like 400 pounds to deflated, right? I literally deflated. Yeah, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I thought it was gonna be easy. I thought I was just gonna be like, do that magic Honey, I Shrunk My Stomach surgery and then bam, it's easy. No. She's like, you still gotta diet and exercise. I'm like, what? Why am I doing the surgery then? I thought I was just gonna deflate like a balloon or something. Like, no man, but it was work. I did it. Look at me now. I look like I'm a cancer patient. But no man. I should use that, huh? No. No, yeah, it was hard work. But it's weird now. Because now that I've incorporated singing and stuff too, I'm getting a lot more attention, right? So last December I went to Oahu. And was doing shows. And we ended up in Waianae on Saturday. 2 hours I was on stage because they kept yelling, Hana ha, Hana ha. And I'm like, screw you, I gotta go. I'm gonna lose my voice. So I was singing, as I usually do. And this auntie, she was already screaming, you're the sexy macadamia nut, eh? You gonna come home with auntie, bro. Oh my goodness. This woman tracked me down. So we're taking pictures, right? I'm taking pictures of people signing. I sold my CD and stuff. Hey, if auntie doesn't come and grab me and just start rubbing the head, like, and I'm over there like, it's a confused situation because it felt good. I ain't gonna lie. I said, auntie, you making the other bowler head guy go jealous, alright? He like get robbed too, okay? Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, it was crazy because had guys in the audience too trying to yell out jokes to me. It's the first time in history I'm telling jokes and these guys say, hey, tell them what about the Hawaiian, the Portuguese, and the Chinese. I'm like, I am not telling that 1970s racist joke, bro. This is 2000 already, bro. First of all, we already know it's the Portuguese that gets it in the end, like, right? There's no need to go into that joke. I literally had to tell him, you know what? Who's telling the jokes, me or you? Yeah, so that's why people always ask, well, how do you deal with hecklers? Just the same way I deal with people shouting out at me in the middle of the street. You just shout something else back at them. Hey, shut up, dummy. Meet me outside, bro. I will take your lunch money from you, sir. You will be a grown man with $1 less, all right? I'll even take your lunch if you got it on you. I got jokes where it's like, you know you fat when you keep food in your pockets. Let me check. Yep. Cookie. Panda Express cookie. Never leave home without it. Alright? I do not leave without food in my pocket. I gotta have food. Food is essential. So, again, self-promotion right here. I have my album, We'll Joke for Food, for $5. Help me put gas in Uncle's car. Alright? $5. I know you get $5. You came in here for $5. Right? You get $5. Look at Larry. Larry's just happy you don't have to sell oranges anymore. He's selling my CDs now. Right, Larry? Yeah. The reason I call him Larry the Stolen Cable Guy is because when I was 6 years old, Larry stole my bike. I had the training wheels still on top of that bike, right? I left the bike alone because I was talking to the Manapua man. I was talking to the Manapua man about a serious issue. I needed to know, why does this pork hash look like testicles, sir? This thing is wrinkled, dude. Like, is this the pork balls or what? And there isn't a rumor that you've been using cat and dog, sir? The Manapua guy was just laughing. What, you gonna buy something or what? I will throw in one free pork hash. You got it, sir. Soon as I got my money, what? Gone, the bike is gone. This fool convinced me, and I believed it because that Howley kid used to stay, he stole my Beverly's. This kid stole my Superman Beverly's that was hanging from the line, alright? So I thought it was the Howley kid. So I went over there, we wrestled. He headbutted my fist, it was weird, and he fell asleep. Larry was watching the whole time. Then I find out it's him that took the thing. So we go to his house. My dad went to his house, get the bike back. Larry never come out of his house for 3 days. I was riding that bike around. Larry, come out and play. It had a bell on it, so it was like ring, ring, ding, 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 ding. Hey, we've been best friends ever since. This was back when Lanakila was filled. Lanakila, yes sir. I'm not talking about the Lanakila resort that they get now. Alright? Not with that solar panels and this beautiful paint job. No. Back in the day, the houses was painted squid luau green, like diarrhea green. Dilapidated houses, like look like ice houses, alright? Every week there would be police officers just camp over there. Guys would be scrapping, ladies would be yelling, "What you fuck up? Fuck you, fuck up." I don't know what they were screaming about. But that happened on a daily basis. That is the Lanakila we grew up. That's why he's talking about government cheese, the luncheon meat that looked like elbow meat. He's right. We ate all of that. Back when they had food stamps. If you remember this fake looking, it looked worse than Monopoly money, right? And your mother would send you to the grocery store because she was embarrassed of using it. Alright? 6 years old, I'm over there standing in line. I don't know what the hell this thing is. This thing looks like play money. I'm trying to buy everything in the store. Like, hey, I can buy this or what? No, you can only buy food. Works for me. Popsicles, everything. I'm throwing it all in. I was like, hey, can you just buy pizza from Pizza Hut or what? Like, no, it was not possible. For Pizza Hut pizza, you had to get this bucket, pin, and read books. Then you get this tiny little pizza that they hand you. Personal pan pizza. Pizza Hut. Right, Larry? Larry knows the struggle. The thing is, Larry, you still live in the struggle, man. Damn. Matson container? Wow. Matson container. I don't believe it. I couldn't. There was this. We did this show in Kona, and this lady came from the mainland, and she's a doctor. So Larry went on and did the whole thing. She's laughing, and then she goes to me and she whispers, "Is that true? Does he really live in a Matson container?" I said, "Lady, yeah, not only does he live in a Matson container, this fool is still like farming. He is a farmer. Like that's what he does to live in the Matson container. The guy farms." And she's like, "Oh, I can't believe you. People still live like that?" I'm like, "Where the hell are you, lady? We got guys living in buses and stuff. What are you talking about? Where are you from?" It's like, "From San Francisco." Ah, San Francisco. I hate San Francisco. You know why? Because it's hills. Fat people don't like hills. We gotta walk up this hill so that there's a trolley you can run and catch. Like, yeah, really. The thing, weight limit. You know what I hate as a fat person? You walk into an elevator and the guy goes, they try to read the weight limit thing. Well, like, screw you then. Get out of the elevator. I can catch this thing myself. I don't weigh 1,000. Or in people, when somebody farts, they immediately look right here. And I'm like, you know what? If I farted, you guys wouldn't be standing up to tell, right? I have a weapon of mass destruction. That thing would be so silent and violent, it would hit your nostrils and instantly you would pass out. They put me in Afghanistan when they need chemical warfare, right? They just drop me ass first. Just let him go. Let her rip. We filled him with beans. Let him go. No, man, I hate that. I hate that. I'm just happy. I'm looking down and I see toes. Because used to be I had a tabletop. And I could put the microphone on it. That was nice. Telling jokes with no mic. Nah. Yeah, see, look, even this Big Daddy shirt is a little big. Big Daddy. You know you had to use that for the Valentine's Day show, huh? He puts the lotion on it. Oh, man, no. Wow, look at the time. I told you I was part Portuguese of the Mount. Yeah. Yeah, so I got a ton of shows coming up. Augie T just messaged me last week. We're going to be doing shows. I get to pick 2 comics for each show on the Big Island. The Palace Theater, Kahilo Theater in Waimea, and Aloha Theater in Mount Inakona. And he wants me to do a Mother's Day, or like a Mother's Friday, or May 8th with him. Yeah, I don't know what the heck. He's calling it Mother's Day weekend. And I'm like, okay, I'll do the thing, but wait. What are we doing at this? He's like, oh, it's a prime rib buffet. Augie, you for real? You want me to go to a prime rib buffet? I just told you, I'm gonna be over. So, last year, the reason why I wanted to do this Valentine's show is because I needed to get the image of last Valentine's. Last year's Valentine's Day, oh, it was terrible. I hated it. It was last year, February 2019, it was storming. I thought I was gonna have to build an ark to get to the show, or at least use a canoe. And he never told me. He told me later, he's like, it's gonna be on a prime rib buffet. And I'm like, little, you fucker. I just came out of, you know what I mean? I'm trying to, that time I was like right above 300, you know? So I'm sitting there with salad. It might as well have been cardboard chicken, because that's what it tasted like. And the fish was like SpongeBob SquarePants. Eva Anderson was with me, who's not here tonight. You know why she's not here? She tells me, I have a date. Oh, rub it in, why don't you? Really? Luckily, I got to tell her, I had a date last night. Woo-hoo. Yeah, she's watching. She's probably going to roast me later on. That woman. No, but she was with me because the third comedian, his name was DJ Kamikaze. So he lived up to his name. He dropped out of the show and I haven't heard from him since. True story. So we brought Eva. So Eva went on. But these guys was eating. It's the worst time to go on. I mean, it looked like after Thanksgiving dinner, right? Everybody was hanging out, except for me. Except for me. I ate nothing that night. It was crazy. My cousins over there stacking up. They looked like they were stacking up prime rib like it was Jenga pieces. And he's like, I'm going back for more. I'm like, I hope you get diarrhea too. Cha. So Eva went on. She thinks she bombed. She did not bomb. Everybody in that place was bombing, all right? It was like insane in the methane in that place. I saw an old lady fart and her moo-moo lifted and I had to duck it like I was Neo from the Matrix, just boom! Morpheus! What the hell is that? So now it's my turn to go on. These guys is all loose already. Then, the worst part of the night, I'm walking up to the stage and these guys get on medieval table-size table of desserts. Now for you normal guys, that is like walking past all of your ex-girlfriends naked on the table saying, take me, big boy. Go ahead, put me in your mouth. They had donuts, cookies, mother fudging fudge brownies, cakes on cakes on cakes. I thought I saw a wedding cake on that thing. I was like, show me them cakes, and there was like cupcakes. Like, wow, pies. Oh my. I damn near cream pied my own self. I was pissed. Now I'm this incredible book. Like, argh. I'm looking at the guy that put this together. I'm like, you son of a. Argh. So then I look at the crowd and I go, you know what? I'm going to channel all of this and I'm going to make these guys shit themselves. They're going to laugh so hard that somebody's going to piss and shit themselves. That's it. And I ripped into like this 45-minute. I don't even remember. All I seen was red. I just wanted them to laugh violently. Right? I think I said something about if the president was smart, he would have got Tongans to build the wall. And I just went off of that, like just crazily. Yeah, the whole Tonga could build it, right? In just 2 days. One weekend, one presidential day weekend, the wall is done. And it's nice too. Because, the logic of letting Mexicans build the wall? Really? We're going to dig tunnels. Larry knows. He's already planning, right? He was planning to go to Canada and get free healthcare, right? Me and him is planning to drive a taco truck underneath and just blast War's lowrider so that everybody in Nebraska can hear dee 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 dee. Yeah, see, Larry's rocking to that. Yep. Hey, thank you guys for coming out tonight. Right? You guys had fun? Yep, so next time tell your friends, come on, Cause Bonnet. Yeah, I got my album to sell. Anybody wants signature, let me know. Take pictures. All right, man. Thank you. Oh, you going up?
Give it up, please, one more time for all the comics tonight. Oh my gosh. What a cool show. It's great meeting you guys. Please feel free to hang out and talk story. And if you can help us be extra Pono neighbors by not hanging out in the street, that'd be really nice. And make some friends.
Inside is safe.
Say what? Have a blessed night. And oh yeah. We have open mic every Sunday. That's happening tomorrow night. And Jazz Jam, of course, the Monday Night Jazz Jam on Monday. And Life Drawing is starting back up on Tuesday. And got some really cool stuff happening next weekend. Isla Tumbao, Salsa Night, Poetry Slam the weekend after that. Put your ear to the ground, Kukuau Studio. Have a blessed night. Aloha.